and sit down.
Hello folks, Colin here, Festa 67's workshop. Welcome to issue number 13 of Build the Legendary Cyborg ROBOCOP from the wonderful folks over at Fanhome. Now, if you would like to build along with me, click this link just along here, head over to the Fanhome website, subscribe, and you too can be building your very own Cyborg ROBOCOP. So in this week's magazine, what have we got, folks? We have got the history of ROBOCOP, designing ROBOCOP number 2. Tells you all about the world of OCP and how they got round to designing it all. You then got the step-by-step assembly, and today we're going to be doing the first part of the left foot. You then got 100 years of ROBOCOP robots, which is Elmer and Elsie, and then cutting-edge technology, which is arcology. Yeah, there you go. There's a bit more here about the OCP, the Omni Consumer Products, to be precise. All about the corporation and all about the buildings as well. Gives you the visions there of the European man. Basically saying that if it had been shot in a different country, then how different the film may have been. So yeah, interesting concept. There's the remains of the bottom half of an ED-209 or an ED-209, whichever way you want to say it. Here's a list of everything that you're going to be building today on our ROBOCOP, which is pack number 13, folks, which is top section of the left foot, some various joints and fittings and all of that lot. So we're going to be putting that together today. Gives you step-by-step instructions, shows you on the model what you're going to be making, shows you how it all goes together. So it really is a beautifully machined product. This is things like your friction blocks and things like that. Just helps keep that foot nice and stiff. Some more details there on how to assemble the cups and how they fit inside the foot unit. And then that gives you an idea then of what we're ending up with today, folks. So that's what we're going to be doing. You then got Elmer and Elsie there, which were 2 electronic robots built in the late 1940s by neurobiologist William Graywater. Yes, folks. So it just gives you an idea here of what he was up to. You've then got arcology, which is cities of the future that are not too far off. And look how complex these places are. Now this looks very similar to the building over in Abu Dhabi, is it, or Bahrain, where they do the Formula 1. That looks quite similar to that building. Just sprung to my mind. But look at the modern day variant of a pyramid. It's absolutely beautiful. And I do like futuristic architecture and things like this, concept art. Just looks so sweet. What I like about this is how they've brought the greenery into it as well and allowed it to grow up and plant the outside of the building. Nice touch, that. Some more different buildings there using a lot of ceramics. So yeah, it just goes to show you, really have got to look at buildings now, because yeah, we were getting a bit overpopulated. I think it's Saudi Arabia that's doing a building called The Line, which is basically just a line that goes right across the country. Very, very interesting concept. So let's just put the instructions at the back. We'll open up this packet, and when we come back, we'll start assembling this for you, folks. Right. So it's now telling us to insert the left ankle through the lower part of 13A, which is this bad boy. So we'll pop that up through there and try and orientate that the correct way, but it doesn't matter too much because it does turn. Just get that little bit of plastic off of there. There you go. and then turn it upside down like so. It does say to check the orientation, so let's do that. It goes around that way, like that. And that's all in diagram 1. So then we spin that up the way. And then we want to put the friction cup inside there, which is 13D, which is the bigger one. And then you've got a smaller one that sits on top of it, like that. So you end up with a cup within a cup, folks. Turn the page over, and then we need to spin this upside down and get it over these 4 screws. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get one of these screws in place just to try to get this cup to hold in place, because from memory when we done the other foot it was just a little twitchy, wasn't it? So let's just head that in like so, grip that with me fingers, and then we want these, without dropping the caps out, we want to try and get those in there. So I just want to turn that a fraction and try it that way round. There you go, straight in. And you've got to engage these just on top there like that. Okay, then get our first screw and just get it in so that it's just enough to retain this in place, whilst we then go round and do the other screws. Just makes it a little bit easier for you when you're putting your pieces together. So let's just put a little teensy wincy dab of oil on there, and then we'll come over and we'll do the diagonal on that side. And it does say that this is a friction fit, folks, so don't worry too much if it bites. There you go, like that. I'll just check my alignment again now that I've got that on there. And it was facing 9 PM, which is that way round, like that. Now we can go back and do the other 2 screws. Oh, it's easy, isn't it? Let's just pick that up, pop that in there. A little bit more oil, and then we can put that screw in just there. There's only 4 of these to go in on this. There you go. And we got the last one there. Have you a piece of that, and then spin this so that we can see the other screw. Just rest out on the crook of my thumb. There you go, straight in. Look at that. And that's the next foot, see? And I like it just as a friction fit there. And the foot goes that way round because you've got your Achilles tendon, the metal rod that goes up there. Then you've got your toe section that goes in there. So that's what we've got for this, and then that will tell us now that that is coming round to being completed, and it is literally that section there is what we've just built. Okay, so at the end of this one, that is what you should have, folks. You should have your beginnings of your left-hand foot. Look at that, and the detail, all the panel lines and all of that lot. And us scale modelers look at this stuff and we're like, oh yeah, a bit of weathering. Oh yeah. But that's what you're going to end up with. So remember, if you'd like to build along with me and do your very own RoboCop, click this link just along here. Head over to the Fanhome website, subscribe to the Partwork, and you can be building along with me in the next episode, folks. So until then, stay safe, stay well, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye for now. Thank you for watching.